potatoes, anyone? Look at the size of them. There's more.
Many?
Well, a whole nother vine. I'm going to have to invite everybody around for sweet potatoes. Check that out. That's just one plant. That started with a little slip from half a potato like this smallie one on the top. What are we going to do with all that?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to start looking up some sweet potato recipes. Having left our sweet potatoes on the vine because they gave us such beautiful shade long after the season when they really should have been harvested, and let them turn into absolute giants, I was a wee bit worried they wouldn't be any good for eating. There was a danger they could have been dry and tough and not at all sweet and quite woody inside. They were just fantastic, just as normal, delicious. So here's a little sweet potato number, having tried quite a few given the quantity of sweet potato that we had, and this is a nice short quickie one ready for your dinner. All I'm doing here is just carefully slicing off the dodgy bits, the bits where the eyes come out, and anything that looks a bit rough that you think, I'm not sure if I really want to eat this, because these are going in the oven skin on. Give them a tiny drop of oil. And a little shake of salt. And just rub that oil all around to give them a coating. It will stop the skin from being so tough. And then I'm just going to fire them into the oven on full whack until they're lovely and squidgy all through. I haven't even told you what this dish is, but it's sweet potato skins rebaked with the filling back inside. I've seen this dish made with feta cheese, but this time I'm adding bacon as well. And I didn't want to add two salty ingredients together, so I'm using Queijo Regional, which cooks in a similar way to feta cheese, but doesn't have the salt like feta does. First off, I'm removing all of the rind from this cheese. Don't want chewy bits in it. And then I'm going to grate it. Next, I'm just going to chop up a handful of rashers of bacon into nice little squares. Heat up the pan and toss them in. You just want to cook it until the edges of each piece start to turn brown and a little bit crispy. So my sweet potatoes have been in for 45 minutes and they're ready. The beauty about sweet potatoes as compared to normal potatoes is that they cook a wee bit quicker. So I'm taking them out with a fork because they're going to be mega hot, and I'm just going to cut them straight in half long ways. Then with a spoon I'm going to scoop them out into this bowl. If you haven't got asbestos hands like me, you might need a cloth to hold them. I'm going to leave a little bit of the flesh inside, as that's going to help hold the skin together. Then I'll put them straight back in the tray. Just going to add a knob of butter. Lots of pepper, I like lots of pepper. And give it a quick mash. Now I'm adding half the cheese. Half the bacon. Now this lovely mix is going back in the skins. Try and share it out evenly, but it's not an exact science. Then the remainder of the cheese on top. And finally the bacon bits. And I'm just going to fire it back in the oven for 10 minutes or so, just long enough to melt the cheese. So the cheese is nicely melted. Little bit of parsley for extra vitamins. And bon appetit, dinner is served. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're feeling hungry, the recipe will be in the description below.